So yesterday it was Star Wars Day, May the 4th, and in honor of that, I always like doing dumb, fun Instagram polls over at my Instagram page. And I did one dedicated to Star Wars movies, asking my friends on there and followers to rate the Star Wars films. So we're starting off with episode 1. I thought this would be a little higher, especially considering it's the 25th anniversary. I feel like this movie's got a lot more love recently. In fact, it made like a lot of money at the re-release at the box office, but yeah, right in the middle almost. Also, this new release poster, I love this poster. I think it's so cool. Then we got Attack of the Clones, which I think is actually my least favorite Star Wars movie. I enjoy all the Star Wars films, but I think if I had to pick one that I didn't like the others, this would be it. Average answer, surprisingly a little higher than episode 1. I would rate this one a little lower, but that's just me. Next, we got my favorite prequel, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And no surprise, this one is the highest rated of the prequels. It's so good, so epic, but so sad at the same time. And I think it's cool it's gotten more love as time has gone on. Next, we're moving off to the 2 spin-off movies. First, we got Solo, and this one's a little bit higher than I thought. I thought it might be even lower than the prequels, but it's actually higher than episode 1, about where episode 2 was. And I think this movie's fun. I don't think it's perfect by any means. It probably could have been better, but I still had a good time with it. Next, we got a movie I think is just amazing. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. This movie is so fantastic. And kind of like episode 3, I feel like as time goes on, this movie gets more and more love, and it just makes me happy because it's so well directed and so great. Look at that. That's such a high response. I love it. Next, we got A New Hope, the original Star Wars movie, and this one's almost perfect. Doesn't surprise me. This is actually my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. And then the highest rated, no surprise, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. This one, almost everybody rated it 100%. In fact, here on the bar, you can see it looks like it's all the way. I think it might be a little bit off of that because I know some people didn't give it quite a perfect rating, but I think it's perfect. It's great. And then we got Return of the Jedi. I think this movie's amazing, just like the other 2 in the original trilogy. But I was actually surprised. Some of my friends didn't like this movie as much as I do. They rated it a little lower than I would have. But still, a really high average answer still. Then we got the first movie in the sequel trilogy, my favorite in the sequel trilogy. I still love this movie. Star Wars The Force Awakens. A little lower than, all the original trilogy, but still I think higher, probably about on par with episode 3, which was about where I expected it. And then we got The Last Jedi. Honestly, I thought this one was going to come in way lower than it did, but I'm happy to see that it came in about the same place The Force Awakens did. Another movie that kind of gets shrouded in controversy sometimes. I really like it, and I think when it's on, it's really great. Some of the best Star Wars ever, but I also see why some people don't like it. But as you can see, I got a poster of it, so I like it quite a bit. And then finally, Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Not gonna lie, I thought this one was gonna be lower, because a lot of my friends hate this movie. I still enjoy it for what it is. I know there's a lot of plot holes, but it's still a fun time, I think. And still, it got a higher score than I thought it would. Let me know what's your favorite Star Wars movie and what is your least favorite Star Wars movie in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. And are any of these rankings way off? Let me know.